Hello, my name is Joe Miller, the author of The Basics for Successful Deer Hunting. And today we're going to talk about deer stands. You know, what different types of deer stands and how to place them. You know, everything you can think of about deer stands. Okay, so what we have behind me is a boxed in stand. This is wooden. People call them blinds. They call them deer stands, deer blinds, whatever you want to call it. Okay, different terminology, different parts of the country. What we have here is a single person box stand. As you can see, we have 3 windows, one on that side, one on that side, one in the middle. You walk up the steps. I painted them brown so they don't stick out. And it's good to paint every inch of the deer stand, from the stand, the wood, braces, all the way up to the top. Why? Because they're out in the weather and they last a lot longer. Second thing is we have shingles up there on the roof. You see the shingles? Okay, that will help your deer stand stay good for years to come, and prevent leaks as well. Another thing is about these deer stands is that where you put them. Now, in this case, this is a box stand. A box stand, I reckon you got 2 choices. You can put it where it has a far off shot, at least 100 yards to where the deer are. And again, that's always a guess where the deer are, because I've had deer all over this stand before. 10 o'clock, 8 o'clock, you name it in the morning. I mean, I could reach out and whack them if I wanted to, or pet them. But they always surprise you. But down here, what we did was, we have it on the high ground. As you can see, we're on a hill. And down the power line, 100 yards down there, you see the feeder, the tripod feeder. Now, chances are, you're not going to shoot a buck underneath that feeder. That's very, very rare. Some people call that baiting. Some states have laws against that. You know, 99% of the time it's not going to happen. What feeders do is they attract the deer, the doe and the small bucks, and they attract them to that feeder. The bucks you're going to see are over here or over there. You know, they stay about 50 to 100 yards away from the feeder, watching the other deer. That's where you're looking to make your shot. And also, the buck's guard they're down a little bit because they're walking towards the feeder with the other deer. So again, the feeder attracts deer to the area. It keeps them in this area. But you're not going to, very, very, very rarely, you're really not going to shoot a buck eating deer underneath the feeder, unless, of course, you're in a closed-in ranch or a hunting ranch where the fences are really high, and then you'll see the bucks come to the feeders. You'll see that quite a bit. Not always, but quite a bit. And that's where you pay to shoot a buck. To me, I'm not big on that. This is low fence area. The fences are only like this high. Deer jump right over them. From my neighbors' land to my land, they're all over the place. This is truly hunting. So again, let's talk about this deer stand. Let me walk over here and show you. Okay, I have a little latch right here. I open the latch. Again, I put the latch down here. I didn't want to put it way up there. This way it's easy for me to open it. And when I open it, go ahead and come on over here, Ron. When I open it, we have our chair, and we also have carpet. Now, this is important. Having carpet here is very important. Why? Because when you walk into the stand, you don't want to go clump, clump, clump with your feet. You want to make as little noise as possible. Also, this chair is important because see how it swivels? Let me stand up here. There you go. See how it swivels here? As you can see by the cobwebs, we haven't been in here all summer long, which is good. We hunt legally. And it's good to lubricate the base here, and that way it doesn't squeak. Where you turn it around. but you got good fields of fire, good views. Again, 270 degrees, not 360 because you're not shooting behind you, but definitely 270 to your right, to your front, to your left. Another thing, I keep the windows open. This helps keep the wasp out. If you do see wasp, you look around. Nope. I do see one little nest here. And in the summertime, I will have a can of bug spray. And when I will open this up, I'll look carefully and I'll spray, just to make sure I don't get stung by any intruders. So again, just take the little wasp nest, chunk it, there you go. Another thing is, people have been shooting in here, to include me. I'm guilty. And you know, brass cartridges fall down. Some people save these. That's great. They do reloads. I don't, but some people do. What you don't want to do is leave stuff on the floor. This stand needs sweeping out, because if you leave stuff on the floor, you step on it, it ruins your carpet. You know, plus it's unsafe to keep things on the floor, and people might slip and fall. So again, we'll sweep it out, make it all nice, lubed up there with a chair, good views. Ron, if you don't mind, go ahead and go in there a little bit and show them what it looks like, the view. I think you guys are going to like this. As you can see, we have our steps with the railing on it. That's for safety. This stands only 4 feet above the ground, but you're higher up. You're looking down at the deer. You know, you're not like eye level with them. And that's really important. You can see you have great fields of fire in the winter time. All of these leaves are gone. They're all dead. They fall down to the ground. You can really see far in the winter time, and you're looking for movement. And believe me, I shot a deer 30 yards from here, a nice 8-point buck. 30 yards. He was just standing right there eating in the thick stuff. There he was, 5:30 p.m. in the afternoon. So you never know where they're going to come from. As far as safety goes, always use your steps and rails. When we built this stand, I used a little step ladder, portable one. And let me tell you, when you fall and hit the ground, even from a 4-foot stand, you're standing up. So your shoulder's like 5 feet, plus the 4 feet, you're talking 9 feet. Your shoulder hits the hard ground, bam, I tore a couple of tendons. You know, all because I was being careless. So you really want to watch, whether it's a ladder stand or a ground stand, how you get in and out of them. Again, it's slanted. The reason it's slanted is because of the rain and any kind of acorns and sticks that fall from trees. They fall off the stand. They don't accumulate up there. And sometimes in the wintertime it's so cold, you want to shut the doors, the windows up there. You don't do that because you might miss a deer. What you gotta do is bundle up and dress for it. We'll talk about that later in another video. Okay, now we're gonna move to a stand that's different. This is a ladder stand.